So we know who will be here, but what will the message be?
Let's bring in Maynard Caliendo, political science professor at North Central College. Thanks for being with us.
It's wonderful to be here with you.
Thanks for joining us at the UC too.
Right.
A lot to do to get into the United Center.
It was a little bit of a maze, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little wild. All right, so coming into this convention, so much talk around Harris re-energizing the party. How do you keep that momentum going, but also build on that? Because this is about planning the policy platform at this point.
That's exactly right. The policy platform is an important thing that happens during the national conventions. One of the things that was important here, we always knew that this was going to be a later convention, very late. So it was late because the incumbent party goes last, the Republicans had theirs late, but then we had 2 weeks of the Olympics. And so everything got pushed back. It was already going to be a shortened presidential campaign, but then, of course, changing nominees in partway through, now everything's very much accelerated. So there will be somewhat of a bump. We just saw the CBS poll with it looks like a 50-50 in the key states. Now we got to see what happens when that bump comes out of the convention, and then it goes back down again as we get closer to November.
I know President Joe Biden speaks tonight, again, about a month after he decided, okay, I'm not going to run again. How does he celebrate his achievements and sort of maybe say goodbye while also propping up his vice president and trying to convince everybody that, she is it. She's the person for the job.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of weeks ago, I would have said how important this speech is by Joe Biden because he is passing the baton, and a lot of folks didn't want him to drop out. He had a lot of people who were very much supporting him, and they didn't want it. They didn't want him to go anywhere. But it's been amazing how in the 3 weeks that Kamala Harris has been the presumptive nominee, how much people have forgotten about that, gotten behind her. However, this is sort of a transitional period. This is one of those symbolic marks where we can look back and say this is when the baton was passed, not just to Kamala Harris directly, but to a new generation of Democrats.
Right.
And something we've heard so much lately, and I think is so true, is a lot of people still don't know Kamala Harris,
That's right.
Who she is, her background, where she comes
That's
from.
right.
So talk to us about that. What's a strategy going into this of how she lets people know who she is and how all of the people speaking also speak to that?
Yeah, I was in Pennsylvania over the weekend, and it's a completely different atmosphere in terms of just turning on television and seeing ad after ad after ad. We're here in Chicago. We're not seeing it much. And so I think this week will be important because it's a lot of media coverage on what the Democrats are doing. There's a lot of folks who don't think about it every single day. They're tuned in now. And so we're going to find out sort of how they're going to learn about who Kamala Harris is. They know who Donald Trump is. He was president for 4 years. He's been on the scene for a long time. But this is her opportunity to introduce, because even though it may not be a swing state, the activism that would happen here, making phone calls, fundraising, getting people excited about Kamala Harris's presidency is important locally too. And now, of course, the national spotlight's on Chicago as well.
All right, Professor Stephen Maynard Caliendo, you'll be with us all morning, and I know we look forward to hearing more of your insight.
Thanks so much.
So much more to talk about. All right, so thank you, Stephen, again, and we'll be chatting with you throughout the morning, so make sure to stick here with us at 5:15.
Stay right there in that
Please
chair.
Stay.